You can leave now, Alex.
That's fair. I have enough time.
But when you leave, you gotta make sure the door closes silently.
What do you call your subscribers?
I don't call them anything.
Nerds. Geeks. You're just calling everyone geeks these
I'm
days.
calling everyone geeks. Damn geeks! The joke is that I'm a geek as well.
You're a nerd, not a geek.
I'm both of them. I'm a neek.
And you're a dork.
And a loser.
This is what I deal with, this hatred. Welcome everyone to the Right and Red commentary. That's the word. Commentary. We're doing a commentary of this.
Yeah.
So this should be released after the
Re-edit.
Yeah, the director's cut.
Oh yeah, and the director's cut.
I've been suggested by you and many other people to do a kind of talk through.
Yeah.
And the reason I got Mr. Maudling over here, also known as
Hi, Angry Pacifist.
on YouTube, there we go.
Yeah.
The reason I got this dude here with me is because he was actually my sound guy.
Yeah.
He did the sound while we were filming. Because
and I helped you with other things as well. I was kind of helping through the whole production.
yeah, we did the pre-production stage
Yeah.
with the interviews.
And I sort of helped out slightly with directing.
Yeah, that's why you're put down as a director of photography.
Yes, yeah.
That is why.
Even though I'm not very good with cameras at all.
Okay.
That's important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
People didn't realise. I tell them all the time to watch every single scene,
aspect.
every single thing closely, because there's stuff that gets given away.
Yeah.
So what I kind of told people is that even from the beginning, if you haven't watched this yet, go watch it because there's spoilers in this, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But
what's the director's cut? It's a bit better. It's a bit longer.
it's a little bit longer. Not it's like a minute long.
Yeah.
There's not that much footage there.
Do you remember the purple bins? The bins came out purple in the recording.
Yeah. So we had a problem here. Those bins are naturally blue, but during one of the I think it's one of the color gradings.
Yeah.
Because this is when I was starting to use a little bit of templates to understand what I wanted to do. Those bins ended up being purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
I've remastered that audio.
You've
From the
remastered
punches
the
to the
audio.
gun cocks to every. It sounds a lot better now.
Yeah.
You'll hear it in that director's cut.
Yeah.
But here we have this scene. The reason for the scene we have Poseidon showing how horrible and how
Wait,
dangerous
what
it
was
is.
that? I think we lost the audio on kids there.
Yes. Okay, I have a story about this. You know what, I'm gonna pause. So you may hear in the YouTube version, he says, "I've got a wife and it kind of cuts."
But you can still see him saying kids, can't you?
Kinda. So what happened was there was a problem during the edit. So I can show it here. You can't see it now, but when you watch this back, you'll see it. There was a specific part in this raw footage that when he says kids, there is a little gun flare on his face at that exact moment. It's an effect from later on which kind of stuck there, and I don't know why. I thought I deleted it, but I didn't. So it's just on his face when he says kids, and I'm like, shit. So I uploaded this onto YouTube. I was watching it back. I think Saul told me about this when he watched the version. I was like, what? So then I put it on. I went to the YouTube version, like, please don't let it be on there. Please don't. I looked at it. I was like, it's on there. So then I used the YouTube editor to try to cut that bit out. So I thought it's like one. I was like, it's one frame. No one's gonna know it's one frame. But apparently that whole frame had the word kids in it. So it just cut out the word kids.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the reason why that section is like that.
I don't give a fuck about your kids. No.
So you never heard this song before this?
No, I
Second
hadn't.
last
No. It's a good song though.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
Nirvana is a good band.
Yeah.
So that was Robert Henry. Robert Henry's a student from the college. He is really good. He was meant. He was meant to be the. In fact, he was meant to be the main protagonist. But
I didn't know that.
But once I started getting star now actors, I then had to change his role.
Right.
So here we have is
Michael
and Yan, also known as Edison and Reggie Wilson.
Yes.
You forgot the name of them, didn't you?
We know them by the names of the actors rather than the characters.
Yes. So, what's really good about this is that in that scene where they were running, I did it on purpose to show that Yan's character, Reggie, isn't ready yet to be a police officer.
Yeah.
So he kind of just isn't as good as Edison.
Yeah, not as fast.
Not as
quick,
fast, not as
not
quick.
ready.
But then also that the bit of dialogue which kind of spoke over. If you want to hear the dialogue, you got to watch the actual bit, not this. This is just to talk about stuff in the production. But that whole section where he is, what's the word? Talking with his brother.
Yeah.
The reason I did that, the reason that's there, is because that is just showing that he has an actual bit of care for his brother. He actually does care for his brother. He asks his brother, why does he want to be a detective? And his brother's like, I want to be like you. He's like, oh, my brother admires me. That's what also adds to that scene later on where it's like, you fucking ignored me.
Yeah.
You didn't answer my phone calls for days.
And then with the cops and robbers stuff as well.
Yes.
Little analogy.
You like that a lot.
Oh yeah, I love that one. Because I used to play cops and robbers with a friend and it kind of speaks to me on a personal level.
Oh, he can't speak. You've got his tongue cut in half.
That was an excuse so you had no lines.
Yeah.
Just so you could, just cough. You don't have any lines, just cough.
What was the originally planned line? If you had gotten someone, what would you have?
It was meant to be me. That was the idea.
Yeah, but then I can hold the camera out.
I like the blood. The blood was used really well though.
Yeah, the blood was good.
The blood adds to it. But what was I going to say again?
You were talking about.
Oh yeah, the lines.
Oh yeah, the lines.
The lines that was meant to be there were. Spit loud. Fucking hell, Michael, Jesus. But the lines. God damn, I'm gonna note that down.
He's trying to get into this video as well now, isn't he?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But the lines that was meant to be, it was meant to be him kind of being like, detectives, I need to tell you something. It's like, what do you need to tell me? I need to. He's like, what's going on? And he's like coughing as he's trying to explain. It's like, hello, do you understand? It's like, and it starts to, and then she goes, sir, the water. And he's like, what? And then,
Okay, yeah.
And then he dies. That was meant to be active.
Yeah.
So we missed it in the section, but the line Granny Smiths and Coxes.
Well, that was Poseidon.
That was Poseidon's line. So the original line was meant to be left, right. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right. That was my original line in the script. But Poseidon was like Poseidon really wanted the character to sound more intellectual.
Yeah.
So he was like, why don't I? Because you're talking about like apples on a tree.
Yeah.
Why not talk about different kinds of apples, Granny Smiths and Coxes, and how they're all basically the same. They're all apples. And I was like, that's really good. So he used that. And I think it worked really well for the end product.
I mean, do you actually know whether they are apples from the same tree or what?
I have no idea. I'm trusting everything he just said in that section.
Yeah, okay.
It must be important, don't you think?
This is an important scene, isn't it?
This is an important scene.
And we can't hear any of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember it was really funny because when we were doing these text
What if
messages,
it's important?
I was actually sending the messages, and I would do a different message each time we filmed it
Yes.
to throw Michael off.
You're not there for me, asshole!
So the idea was it was my phone number and you would text Michael.
Yeah.
My own fucking brother couldn't be bothered to answer my phone calls for days.
Get off you.
Okay, that's the. We'll leave that for the bloopers.
Yeah, we'll leave that with the bloopers.
What is wrong with you? Who puts my phone? Don't wanna listen to it.
It's right, it's really easy to just watch the film, isn't
It's
it?
really good.
Yeah, it is
really
really
good. I'm just tooting my own horn here. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Well, I mean, it is really good. No.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, why don't I take you to a bottle of water?
So this is the scene that Michael has put into his showreel.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
I just want you to be there. You're my biggest moments.
And you just weren't. I know I wrote these, but they're stuck in my head.
Yeah, that happens a lot. When you're writing a script and it's distinctly your words, you haven't got it from anywhere else. They just get implanted in your head.
It's just stuck.
Yeah.
After being a cop. But you know what? You're a cop too. And you're gonna be a great cop. I'm sorry, Reggie. I really am. The original script
Was completely different.
was 30 pages.
Half an hour.
Half an hour, because they say a minute a page. It was half an hour. Dude, I had to cut a shit ton.
Yeah.
So that section was meant to continue. So it's meant to be. So criminals are going to be coming after him. He's like, no, I won't let that happen. You're my brother.
Yeah.
I will protect you.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be. It's meant to linger on a little bit more about he's want to protect him, and then the next thing you just see, he dies.
Yeah.
And you get to be like, what the fuck?
Get back to the investigation.
Why? What's the point?
So this.
I lost my brother.
The reason this
With all
looks
my heart.
slightly different to the other inside scene is because when we filmed this, it was heavily underexposed.
Yeah.
Like it was really dark.
We did this one first, or
This was later.
later on in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't protect.
So it was really heavy underexposed, and because of that,
Your color grading had to be different to make it.
also a lot of the detail was not there anymore.
Yeah. And
So when,
was it filmed with a different camera?
no, it was from the same camera.
Oh, okay.
Just that when you try to digitally put the exposure up, especially on that shot, these shots with Marina,
Yeah.
it really adds these like lines to it, which I fixed.
You fixed, okay.
But it really takes it away sometimes.
Yeah. And this shot is a bit too dark and murky.
So we
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fixed that though.
We have
Yeah,
to look
good,
at the
good.
small things, but little details like
Drinks they drank,
drinks they drank.
bars they went to, ways they travelled back home. So
So yeah, that wasn't particularly as clear as it should have been. But with Marina, the original idea was that Marina would sell a cab. And
yeah, okay, so
and that,
'Cause you-
that was just a bit too obvious.
we still have more to talk about, so we're going to go right back to the beginning again. So
This is the weirdest commentary.
start. Well, it's because it's not a feature film. So we
Yes,
have to
it's not a
repeat
feature
it.
film.
What was I talking about just a second ago?
You know his injury. And
Oh yeah,
being shot.
yeah. He's kind of just like strengthened, like he's not. It's not all there.
Yeah.
So one thing I really want to talk about is the prequel. that
Yeah,
they're
the
doing.
prequel.
So people,
Oh, I should probably just say, if you were to just watch the interview sections and then the final scene, it is like it doesn't feel disconnected.
It should work.
It was written to be the same.
yeah. So if you, because I think we filmed it that way.
Yeah, we did film it that way. Yeah.
So I think that if you watch the interview sections one after another, yeah, there may be a bit of a jump because they're not specifically right after each other in the edit. But if you watch them after each other, they should make sense chronologically as they're being asked. So there's a way you can also watch this film. It's by watching the interviews chronologically. Up right before that last one, watch the film, then watch the last bit. So
Yeah.
interview, beginning bit of the film, last bit.
Yeah.
That's a way of watching it. There's a way of watching all of the beginning bit, then the interview,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because you can watch it in a chronological order. Because this wasn't edited chronologically.
How do you think about your name? That's the little Jews out here. No.
So I like.
Yeah, actually, no. I pointed out something to you about the little Judas reference. That
Wait. Bam.
that you thought was very interesting. So I said that it was Judas who betrayed Jesus, but then Peter also denied that he knew Jesus 3 times. So it would have been interesting to have Jan kind of pretend that he doesn't know Michael, to try and get out of being killed.
That could have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Should have told me that a lot more. I would have actually put that in.
No, I told you afterwards.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
After seeing the full thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You should have. Yeah. If you only put that earlier, I would have put that in.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could do it in the prequel.
They won't be in the prequel.
Yeah, I know, but I mean with different characters.
I could. But I won't. The prequel won't have as much religious symbolism.
No, that makes sense. You put it in if you feel it works.
The prequel is going to have. It's going to be less symbolic and action paced, but more character and emotion.
Yeah, I like character-driven films, especially if it's either a series or it's like a prequel.
Also, the picture will be shot completely different. So, people keep asking me, why do I have such a shaky camera when I'm doing it? Because that was on purpose, you stupid incels. But I'm joking. That was on purpose. It was meant to give this more of like it's meant to feel like you're there. It's like really cramped. That's why a lot of it moves about. Because it was literally me standing there with the camera, just moving it about, kind of just following them while you were doing your sound. The reason that was like that is because I wanted to have it that shaky cam kind of feel.
Yeah.
I want to be consistent. But in sections where they're sitting and having a conversation, it's still cameras.
Yeah.
Because that's the section where it's quieter. The more actiony bits, like these are the ones where I have these shaky cameras. Oh, I love that. When you see the flare of the gun come out, so brutal, so brutal.
Yeah. Well, how did you come up with the title?
Well, the name.
The name? Yeah.
Well, the name Bright and Red.
Bright and Red, yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I can't answer. I'm joking. I can.
Wait, let me guess. Is it to do with the fact that there's like a right version of him and then there's a red saint version of him?
No.
Okay.
It's not right in that sense. It's right. It's in the political
Well,
side.
they've been given their own section.
Oh, that's clever.
So the idea was because of the line. He's an alt-right.
Yeah.
The church found
He's
that
a
Mr.
mem-
Matthew
You
Petterson
can hear I say later on,
finding the
but
body
he's someone of the alt-right.
of
That wasn't my
The
suggestion.
white persuasion.
That wasn't my suggestion. I wanted them to just be again a complex character, but I was like, alt-right, make it political, and make it do all of this. I was like,
I don't like that. I don't like that an evil person has to be right wing if they're going to do political stuff.
Alt-right figure who
Like,
goes around
There you go, alt-right figure.
It should be across the board, really.
what's really so. People ask, how do I get it so the shots look so similar? Do I record with multiple cameras? Because people are like, when he puts his hand on him, each shot has that motion.
Yeah. So are you doing multicam?
I'm not.
No, you're not.
We used 2 cameras.
Yeah. But at different points.
Yes. The sitting down cameras were the same camera that we're using here, which is Sony NX100. But then for everything else, like shaky cam stuff,
It was the Canon.
It was the Canon.
Yeah.
It was a DSLR. And could shut up next time.
Coincidental.
Oh, you're in time. Oh,
I think I was slightly earlier. And
no,
I just
you're
said it
perfectly
longer.
in time.
I think I just said it for longer.
Maybe. But what was I saying again? Yeah, I didn't use multiple cameras for that. I just used one camera. The way I film is I tell them we're doing this one scene
Yeah.
from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
And we're focusing on, and I'll tell them who we're focusing on. So, like, for example, here, I'll be like, do that whole scene, and it's focusing on both of you. So they both know to act and do their facial expressions and do their motions exactly the same.
Yeah.
Then once we finish that, I then go, we're doing that scene again, but we're focusing on Michael, which will have that shot. And we'll have Michael do the whole thing again from that shot.
Yeah.
Then we're doing it again, and we're focusing on Marina. And we'll have that shot, just focusing on Marina.
Yeah.
And then I would film the cutaway stuff, like the stuff where he picks up the phone. We film that then after.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it would be really cool to do multi-camera, but there aren't enough cameras.
and also, they don't generally do that in film. Well, they do kind of.
Yeah.
In big shot like Marvel stuff, they do that. But
Yeah. There's more TV shows where they do multi-camera.
So this stuff.
You're not there
This
for me,
again.
asshole.
I told them to. I also told them when they're doing this again to act exactly the same.
Yeah. Remember to do the same things.
Do the same like general movements. So Michael knows to put his arms by his side like this. Jan knows to flick the thing on the floor. Jan knows to, when he sits down, to bang the bottle on the table.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it in a second. 1 second. Here.
Yeah, he did it every time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows to bang that to make it consistent.
Yeah.
Michael knows to kind of keep his hands out of his place, and they just keep on doing that. so she knows to put her hands on his.
You just kind of.
And so she knows to put her hands on his shoulder there. Michael knows to when it goes to put his hand. Like it works. So when I cut back into the fourth between us, because I don't do any fancy blending of the audio. The audio just cut like that.
Yeah.
I don't blend them. And you don't hear the difference because one, the sound was done really well on your.
Thank you. Except for the bit where they walk in, because I couldn't get it far enough.
Oh, in the beginning, yeah. I remember that. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
But what was I saying? Yeah. So that's why it's consistent with each shot because they do it all again. So let's say I'm like, this is Michael speaking now. I need a close up of Michael. I just cut to Michael.
This is a really effective 2-shot, and I like how it zooms out so Marina can come in.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, there's really good cinematography in this scene, especially, but right across the board for this film. It's subtly good cinematography.
Thank you. I like that. So the idea was that the idea of that.
Sorry, do you remember when we filmed the black and white bit where we were younger?
That's what I'm talking about.
That guy who was looking at the camera.
No, we're not talking about him. There was a guy who was looking like he was about to steal the camera.
Yeah, I had to go over and make sure he wasn't doing anything.
So what I was going to talk about in that black and white section is that was actually meant to be a scene of itself.
Yes.
That was meant to be a whole scene where...
That was a deleted scene, wasn't it?
Yes.
Is that in the director's cut, or is it still
No,
like
it's
that?
still like that.
Okay.
Because it didn't fit.
Oh yeah, of course.
So the idea was it was meant to be, I'll take your cab home.
Yeah.
And it'll cut, and then it'll be him walking and be like, fucking cab driver.
Yeah.
I hate him. But then you would see in the background some guy on the
turn
phone.
off, yeah.
Well, I can show you here because I still have the footage.
Yeah.
I'll show you here. Actually, no, I won't. I'll show you the bloopers.
Yeah, in the bloopers.
I'll show you one clip here, but the rest of it is the bloopers. So it'll be. It says you see in the background, you see Poseidon's characters on the phone, kind of looking at him, and they're turning around, and he looks in that direction, kind of like ignoring him, and then I think it's Jan's character goes to tie his shoelaces.
Yeah.
As he looks down, he then sees Poseidon's shadow, turns around, and then it's that try to attack him that you see in the black and white thing. That's what it was written about. I was kind of like, we had that scene of Michael's character drinking, which also broke the 180-degree rule. I'm sorry.
You can barely notice it.
It works.
Yeah. I mean, at least we weren't doing multi-camera for that. That would have been a real pain.
So yeah, Michael's character's drinking, and I was like, and what if we bring it back to that emotional moment where it cuts back to that? On set, in this day, we didn't have a dive.
Yeah, we didn't have a dive that day.
We forgot to have a dive. So this is why you don't hear the dive when she puts it down and here.
Yeah.
So, and also why he kind of hides it.
I assume you changed that for the director's commentary, so in the director's cut. So
Yes, you hear that dive.
Yeah,
so that's why when you have the hand here, he kind of goes, does it show you the die? Because he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
We didn't have to shoot a cutaway shot in the room on my phone with you just rolling the die.
Yeah.
Because you're white and you have a white hand. So like, it wouldn't make sense if your hand became black and start throwing a die.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
So it'll be him just going. It'll be him going. Oh, number 5 with no die.
Yeah.
And like I remember we had to keep rolling until we had a 5.
Yeah, we had to.
We had to keep rolling until we had a 5 come up.
And then, like, when we got a 5, you didn't want to start rolling again, so you changed the.
I just moved the angle and said that's another 5.
That's another 5.
This room is really weird because it's very, very, very echoey in this section.
Yeah, not the room we're in, the room we filmed.
Because also that the audio was filmed differently. Because the way it generally is, I'll tell you to have the boom mic over whoever's whoever that shot's focusing on. So let's say the shot's focusing on Michael. I'd say have the boom over Michael for that whole shot. Have the boom over Marina for that whole shot. Have the boom over Poseidon for that whole shot. And when they're all together, have the boom in the middle.
Yeah.
So you gotta come between.
But you didn't tell me to do that. I
told you.
Yeah, when someone's talking, you have the boom over them, and then your mic over them, and then you change when someone else is talking.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said move it, which was my mistake.
Yeah.
Which is why it sounds echoey.
Actually, it does fit with a shaky cam, so it does work on that level.
It does.
Even.
See, there you go. That was that was
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I love that reaction.
Like what? The
Yeah, that reaction. Like, whoa!
Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's so good.
Also, I'm gonna say it now. The prequel's gonna be pretty R-rated.
Yeah, we're getting progressively darker, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were going to.
I would say Call Me, the first one we did was 12A. This
was a 15. The next one is like all I'm saying is the deaths in that one's gonna be fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Like some Joker level shit.
At least I don't have to act dying again. Unless you write in my twin brother or something. Oh goodness.
I hate that. So that was actually them marking when to do the motions. And in the actual show, you can the unedited version, you can hear Poseidon going 1, 2, 3. I had to cut that out, audio-wise. So just him going. But luckily, his hand covers his mouth, so you don't know he's speaking. So he just goes.
He's speaking, right?
So it's like it's looking like he's going. I'm an intellectual.
Yeah. No, that's actually very clever, actually. What was he holding there? Is that the script or is that something else?
That's meant to be the evidence.
The evidence.
So
But in real life.
It's the evidence files that they use in the other scene.
That's just random pieces of paper.
It's a piece of paper with evidence on it.
But no, outside of when we were filming it, that was just random pieces of paper.
Yes.
Right.
But on the film paper, you can actually see it says police evidence and stuff on it.
Oh, you wrote something?
There's stuff written on it. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You went that far with it?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Now we can finally talk about this last scene.
Yeah, this
We kind
thing.
of skip this as we're talking about everything else.
Yeah.
So let's just watch this scene.
Let's go back to Communion again.
So the original idea was that this was meant to happen after credits, like a Marvel post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But I was like, no one's gonna stick through the credits.
You love how he puts his more fingerprints on the gun as
We
he
noticed
wipes them out. That was me. You didn't notice it for ages.
Yeah, I know.
Like you were editing it for ages.
This all there's some action in here, other than me telling him to press the button on the phone so he can play the music for the outro. Everything is just Poseidon winging it.
And obviously Michael on the chair.
Yeah.
Winging it, I guess.
So that line, just Poseidon winging it. Poseidon rubbing the gun, that's Poseidon winging it.
Yeah.
And then we have.
I should probably stop.
Renegade had it made. But yeah, that's right and red. This has been the director's
Yeah, this is
audio commentary,
yeah.
with the director of photography and sound dude,
and associate producer.
and associate producer. We in 2020 the
Oh, it'll be 2020, didn't it?
yeah the next
Oh,
one.
good. It took you to the next decade to come up with the prequel.
In 2020 the prequel will be released. The prequel will be released in 2020. That's just a fact.
Yeah, and that will be one of the last things we do.
Us together.
Yeah, well, as a cast, really.
Yeah, it'll be one of the last things we do.
Yeah.
Like you're planning on having a university outside of London.
Yes, I am. No, I will be coming back to there before.
Yeah, I expect that. So I will try to keep in touch with pretty much everyone,
okay, good.
so we can try just in our own time get a what's the word? Not prequel, the other one.
A sequel.
Sequel
Yeah.
to this done
Yeah.
in like 2021.
Yeah. And obviously we'll both be doing a film course at uni, so we'll
Yes.
go more
But yeah,
educational purposes, of course.
that's
So any copyright infringement, that is just fair use.
face.
Yeah. Screw you, all the people who copyrighted the video.
Fucking piece of shit. But anyway, thank you for being a part of this, Chris.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, you'll stay at the camera. Okay,
April Fools.
It's what, April?
I know. It is summer in the world.
That's true. It's like on the other side of the world. So yeah, what will be coming? What should be out already should be the director's cut.
Yeah. And the bloopers will be after this, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So director's cut should be out already. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah.
This, you're now watching it.
Well, yeah.
Obviously. Coming up after this in a few days or maybe the day after, I don't know, should be the bloopers.
Yeah.
And once the bloopers are done, that's it. So there's bloopers and like behind the scene interviews. After, so like I'm gonna call it like behind the scenes of Writing Red. So bloopers and all that stuff.
The interviews.
So the interviews beforehand, the pre-production interviews.
Oh.
So all of that stuff.
Yeah. Be interesting.
It will be interesting. So that's just kind of what I have. Remember G3 is a channel that
G3. Yeah.
you and Alex are gonna start.
Yeah, it's based off E3, isn't it?
Well, it's kinda. It's kind of a little pun.
I remember that was one of the.
Because there's 3 of us also.
Yeah.
And G for gamer.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Yeah,
Game free.
Yeah, Game 3. Yeah.
Gamer free. I don't know what the fuck the G
Yeah,
stands for.
It's 3 branches of game next to each other.
Gangster free. I don't know. But anyway. I've been Nemian, also known as Bama. This is
Angry Pacifist, also known as Chris.
this has been the. What's the word again? I keep forgetting.
The commentary.
The director's
Commentary.
audio commentary.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys later.
Yeah, soon hopefully. Yeah. See ya.
Peace.